He's primed. He's ready to go. You look so nice.
Well,
Gave you my
know,
best effort there during the break.
I decided, I decided to wear like similar to you, at least a suit today.
If you were going to wear the suit, I'm going to make sure that you're looking good with the hair and everything
Oh, okay.
else.
Thank you.
So let's talk some Tiger baseball.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on what we've seen this last week? It's difficult to gauge this team because it's not the Tigers we expected with so many names missing from the lineup.
True, but, you know, all the teams have injuries, so I'm not going to use that as an excuse. The bottom line is they're not good. I mean, everybody, was all into, Inge earlier and Rayburn earlier and, Leland's lineups and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, all that stuff is valid. But the bottom line is people like Porcello, Max Scherzer, these guys, the bullpen the other night blowing a game, these are the guys that you expect to come through and have good years, and they have been. They've been really disappointing. Even Verlander hasn't been as good as he was last year, which, you can expect. But no, look, Fister hurt. Okay, I don't care. Smiley started off really good.
Yep.
He hasn't, they're not good. That's the bottom line. And I don't know what you can do to change that unless guys who were good last year, Peralta, Avila, when he gets back, get back to what they were last year. Austin Jackson is back now, so everybody wants Quentin Berry to stay in the lineup, basically. Okay. Well, Bosch, up until he sprained his ankle, was doing pretty good. To me, Delman Young's the one. He can't field. I mean, especially when you're playing in the National League like they are. This week they played Cincinnati and in Chicago.
Really
next
rears
week.
its ugly head.
Oh, Lord. I mean, seriously. Now, so when you get back in American League Baseball or when they come home playing against Colorado and St. Louis, he should maybe be the DH because then when Dirks comes back, what do? You have Dirks should play against lefties, righties, ambidextrous guys. I don't care. Dirks should play. Jackson obviously should play. And then, Bosch plays against the righties, and, that's it. Maybe Delman DHs. And Berry, I like him, but I don't know if he's an everyday player.
It's unfortunate that it's come to the point where you just want him to tread water until the regulars get back in the lineup, and then you can gauge it. But it's almost getting beyond that point because every single game at this stage, when you keep falling below 500, is so important.
The Indians are winning, and so they're doing all right. The White Sox are basically treading water with the Tigers. So the Tigers really haven't lost a lot of ground, but,
And that's what at least gives you a little positivity because you know that the Central is so bad that they have a chance that they could still make a run.
But when you look at these other teams, the White Sox and even the Indians, right now, they're playing better than the Tigers. The Tigers, folks, are not good right now. And I don't know how they can change that. And it's not just the manager or Lloyd McClendon. It's, that stuff happens at the end of the year.
Let's talk a little bit about the NBA Finals. The Heat were left for dead after they lost that Game 5.
People who thought that were idiots.
I agree. I was like, don't bury these guys yet. They got to win one game on the road, and then they're right back in their own house.
Talking about, breaking up the Heat. I knew that. I was pretty confident that was going to happen. And look, I didn't want Miami at all. Can't stand Dwayne Wade. He's a diva, a whining diva. I like him less than LeBron. He's more of a problem with that team as far as personality goes. Now,
I do like this matchup, though. You've got a great, exciting Oklahoma City team that beat a very established and well-respected team in San Antonio going up against a team that everybody loves to hate. It's going to be a fun time.
It should be a fun time. A lot of people think Oklahoma City is going to win. I hope Oklahoma City wins, but I don't want to steal their thunder, but I will. I think the Heat win in 7 games. I just think that Oklahoma City is too new to this, that the first time through, they're not going to get it done. I think Miami, with Bosch back playing well, unfortunately, it kills me to say this, they're going to win it.
In many ways, like the Pistons had to climb the ladder, they get to the Eastern Conference Finals, or in this case, the Western Conference Finals, then they get to the finals and lose. Maybe next year they win.
And by the way, in what was it, 1991, when the Pistons were eliminated by the Bulls, and Isaiah and Lambier and those guys walked off. People thought it was like the worst thing in the world. And then LeBron, he walked off against Orlando, didn't shake anyone's hand. I don't know. Rajon Rondo, Kevin Garnett, they didn't shake anybody's hand. Are people going to go crazy on that?
Yeah, I've heard some of it.
Well, okay, as long as it's,
it's consistent.
Okay.
So I'm going to get Stoney to talk some boxing now.
Ooh.
Because got a little fired up like most of the country did last night after what we saw from this Pacquiao-Bradley fight.
Yes, the Stonehead this week has to be the judges of the or like 2 of the judges of the Pacquiao-Bradley fight. I've been watching boxing for a long time. I've never seen a fight where so many people, broadcasters, boxers, spectators, people who paid the money, came back saying, you got to be kidding me. That was the biggest ripoff of all time. There's no way Pacquiao lost that fight. I remember Roy Jones Jr. won the Olympics. That was like the only thing I could think of. And what makes it even worse is Tim Bradley tweeted earlier in the week like a picture of a poster for a November 10th rematch between him and Pacquiao. You want to tell me that this thing wasn't set up? Judges in Las Vegas, you, my friends, Stoneheads!
An absolute farce. I guess we're not talking Pacquiao-Mayweather. Instead, we're talking Pacquiao.
Mayweather,
Bradley.
by the way, is probably kicking himself in the you-know-what in prison because that fight means nothing ever again.
We will see if it evolves into something big once again. Mike Stone, every Monday to Friday on 97.1 The Ticket from 6 to 10, and, of course, every Sunday here on The Update. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Glad you're looking good tonight. We'll be back right after this.
Stoney's Stonehead of the Week is brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding, the best mortgage bankers. Call 1-800-LOW-RATE.